Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing some crafty updates for 2022. I'm going to be going over what projects I managed to finish in 2021 and also what projects I'm planning on doing in 2022 and what I still have to wrap up in the year 2021 that I haven't quite finished yet. So let's start with the things that I have completed so far. So I have completed most of my Life Crafted albums in 2021. So I had 5 volumes and I have completely done 2 of them. And then the other 3 I've kind of marked down with some sticky notes, some of the spreads that I still have to document. And after I'm done those, I'll do flip throughs of these and then 2021 will be done. But I do have most of 2021 done already. In 2021, I also completed 2 Everyday Explorers mini books. So I did the Places one and I did the Life Right Now. And I started working on the Quotes one, which is like what they call, Everyday Explorers calls it like the motivation mini album. And I still have to finish that one. I started that in October and then I got kind of busy with December daily things. So I still have to finish that one. And then I do still have 3 other Everyday Explorers books to complete as well that I haven't started on yet. I did do both of my Day in the Lives for 2021, and right now I just have them in this little bag here to keep them together because I am going to make like a kind of like a handmade chipboard album to house both of these, and I'll probably do that closer to when the Day in the Life for this year is going to be, so that I can kind of get some motivation to finish that, because I hate binding albums. That's like one of my least favorite parts of making these mini albums is the actual binding of the chipboard album. So I will be sure to do a flip through when that one is done. Let's see what else I have. I also did my Week in the Life 2021, and I do have a flip through of that on YouTube as well. And I also did a Pieces of Me and a Pieces of Home, and both of them I've just included in my Life Crafted albums. I didn't do like a special traveler's notebook or anything for that because they were both just like a 1-page spread with like maybe the prompts on one side. So I have a process video, I think, for the Pieces of Me, but not the Pieces of Home. So I finished filming that and I might do a voiceover and post that sometime. It just depends on how my motivation is and if you guys would like to see that. In addition to that, in 2021, I also crushed my first story kit. So that's the Friend Story Kit. And I haven't even started on, I was going to start on the Listen Story Kit, and that is still sitting on my shelf right now to be dismantled and for me to plan out what types of stories I want to tell. So maybe I'll get to doing that in 2022. With that, I've started my Our Stories and my Before Your Story albums, and those are kind of going to be ongoing albums that I work on throughout this year as well as throughout the next couple of years to try to capture some memories before, like in my childhood and in my teenage years. So that'll be really exciting to work on. So projects that I have yet to finish for this year are my December daily 2021 albums. And I say albums because I am now on album number 3 officially. I finished 2 albums and I'm on day 24, and so that's going to overflow into my 3rd album. And one of the problems is I don't actually have a physical 3rd album here, so I am going to order one from Ali Edwards sometime soon and hopefully get that within the foreseeable future. To do the flip throughs and things, I'll probably end up just taking all of those spreads out of one album and then put them into one other, like put the third album into the second physical album, so that I can do an actual flip through for you guys once that's done. And I'm hoping to have that done by the end of January here. Like I had mentioned, I will have to at some point in time sort out what I'm doing with my Life Crafted albums and also finish up my day in the life. But that's all of the projects that I'm going to have to finish up for this year. For next year, I am going to continue to do my Life Crafted albums for 2022, and I do them kind of on a monthly basis, kind of like Project Life, but more specifically towards like events. So I don't really document a whole lot of everyday life unless I manage to get like a good picture, and I don't often take pictures of everyday life. So if I do, then it ends up in that album, and if I don't, then it doesn't end up in that album. And I'm thinking at the start of every month, I'm going to start off with a selfie as well as kind of like a currently list. So like what I'm currently doing. This is a spread that I did recently, and this is for January. I've been thinking about the Ali Edwards projects, and I am not going to do one little word again because I think words just don't resonate as much with me as they do with other people. I don't feel like particularly attached to words at all, so it's very hard for me to kind of like pick a word as my mantra for like a whole year and kind of stick with that. So I'll be passing on that, but I am planning to do at least one of day in the life and or week in the life. I haven't decided if I'm going to be doing both or if I just want to do one of them this next year. But I am definitely going to do the Pieces of Us projects because I found those really interesting to do last year. And I was thinking I might devote like one Life Crafted album just to keeping track of all of those different types of stories. So Pieces of Us ongoing, and then that way I can have them all in the same spot every year. In terms of design teams and subscriptions, currently I'm subscribed to Stories by the Month from Ali Edwards, and I'm subscribed to that in the digital format as well as the physical format. I just found that going through last year, I didn't really have any month-specific stamps or products or like acrylic pieces or like these wood veneers that I got from Colorcast Design. So I'm going to work this year on building my collection of those monthly type things up. So subscribe to Stories by the Month as well as to Colorcast Designs. And Jessica from Colorcast Designs does have a package that she releases every month where she has 4 pieces that are wood veneer, including the one that I used for this month. It's kind of like a banner here. And those are consistent like in their appearance for every month. So I figured if I subscribe to those 2 subscriptions for a whole year, then I'll kind of have all of my monthly things that I might want to have for my future projects. I'll also still be doing Story Kit Crush as well, and that will just kind of be as time permits, like if I have time to do those, and I'll mostly be aiming to fill up my Before Your Story album as well as my Our Stories album with those spreads. So in terms of design teams, I am currently still on the December Daily 2021 design team. That commitment is ending in the end of this month. I do have an upcoming class with Alice Bull's Scrap Smarter experience, and I am really excited for that. I have made my folio that I still have to decorate, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and there are a lot of interactive elements, of course. As you know, I love interactive elements. And I am, of course, still continuing on the Citrus Twist kits team for this year as well, at least for the first half of the year. And then after that, I think they reassess, but like I'm going to try to continue on that team for as long as I can. I just love their products so much. And other than that, that's all the monthly things I'm going to get per month. Oh, and also I have subscribed to, I started subscribing last year. It's a subscription called the Crafters Box. And what it is every month they send you kind of like a kit with different types of crafts that you can do, including like a recorded video tutorial, as well as some tips and tricks, as well as all the materials that you need to get started in that craft. So there's a ton of different types of crafts in that, including I have the handmade papers kit, I have the Himali kit, which is what I use to make some of my star ornaments for this year for my tree. And they have like needle felting, they have weaving, all sorts of things. And I think it's really cool to be able to explore a different craft every month. The only thing that stops me from recommending it to everyone I know is that their website has lots of problems. I think they upgraded the website recently, so I'm hoping this year that I won't run into as many problems, but like I've been subscribed for 5 months, and each of the 5 months I've had to email them about at least one problem, if not more. There were a couple of months where my workshop didn't get added to my workshop screen, so I had to email them about that. There has been, I think almost every month, they have not had my correct address on file, so my box has not been able to be delivered until they update the address for me, and just all sorts of stuff. But their customer service is really good, except for the fact that, you know, I wish they would just fix some of these things and not have that be an ongoing issue. So I will continue to subscribe to that for a couple more months and just see how it goes. And if those problems are still existing, then I think I'll have to cancel that, unfortunately. And then in terms of videos, I am still planning on doing Life Crafted album videos. Those have just been kind of put on the back burner while I continue to finish up my December daily album. And I think I will also still continue to do Story Kit Crush process videos occasionally. I feel like for Story Kit Crush, I want to do a bit more scrap lifting of other people's ideas, especially because all of the kits that I'm using are older kits. So if I am scrap lifting, then obviously I'm not going to do a process video for those. And then I'll also do some process videos here and there for other projects as well. Aiming for about 2 to 3 videos per week. That's how many I did last year, and it kind of mostly worked well for me, except for in December when things got a bit too hectic. And then in terms of live videos, so I did 2 live videos in the month of December and really liked them actually, but I just don't really know what I would do a live on specifically for this coming year. So let me know if you would like me to continue doing lives and what you would like me to do during these lives, because I'm just kind of at a loss of what I could do. And I feel like my crafting live is not interesting enough that I don't know if I want to subject people to sit through 2 hours of that at a time. Anyways, so I'm still brainstorming about the lives, but probably not doing them in the near future. And of course, I will be still continuing to do my Stretch Your Stamps videos, which brings me to the giveaway. So I have up till March planned right now for Stretch Your Stamps topics and contributors. And after that, I am completely open to what you guys would like to see, what topics and guest contributors you guys would like to see. So I have a few questions for you guys to answer to enter into this giveaway, and I will turn the camera around to show you what you can win. So I went through my pile of new and unused stamps, and I have quite a few actually, which is a bit embarrassing, but I'm hoping that these will go to a good home and that they'll be able to be used up instead of just sitting around in my craft room. So I think because there's so many stamp sets, I think this is one of my more generous giveaways. So I hope you are as excited about this as I am. So you can win these 5 stamp sleeves. These come from Everyday Explorers, and I just don't use them. I have a different way of storing things, so I thought someone else might as well have these. There's a stamp set from Coco Daisy. This one I think is from their September 2021 Doodles collection. This one is a bit of an oldie. This is from Kelly Purkey, and this is from 2019, but it's to document some food-related things, and I think that will still be relevant now, even if this is 2 years old, this stamp set. This one is from Kelly Stamps, Kellie Winnell, and she's actually not selling her stamps anymore, so this is kind of like a limited edition thing that you can get, and it just has some bold sentiments as well as some smaller prompts that can help with your documenting. This one here is from Kerri Bradford Studios, and this is the wheat background stamp. I think this would look really cool if you were to stamp it in like a lighter color and then stamp a bolder sentiment on top of that, maybe to make some pocket cards. This one here is from Citrus Twist Kits, and this is the Chloe regular alphabet. They have a lowercase alpha as well as an uppercase alpha, and then some number stamps as well there. And this one is from Ali Edwards' December Daily 2020 collection, and this font is used in a lot of her products, so this can easily coordinate with a lot of different products that you might already have, and she has some small sentiments there as well. So I think that provides a good variety. There's some alphabet stamps, a background stamp, some bold sentiment stamps, and some smaller sentiment stamps, and some things to kind of fill out, like some labels and tags. So you might be wondering how you can win this. I am making you guys work a bit harder for this one. So I have, you can enter separately on Instagram and on YouTube. And on YouTube, I have a list of 3 questions I would like you guys to answer. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel and you like this video. And then the first question is, which of my Stretch Your Stamps videos have you enjoyed the most so far or found to be the most helpful? This question just helps me in knowing what you guys are finding helpful with my Stretch Your Stamps videos. The second question is, what types of stamps would you like to see me feature next in my Stretch Your Stamps videos? And are there any stamp categories you'd like me to revisit? And so the reason for asking that one is because I'm kind of running out of like stamp categories to do. So if you guys do have some stamp categories that you'd like me to do more videos of, that would be really helpful to know. And also, I was wondering if you enjoy seeing the community inspiration pulled from Instagram at the beginning of my Stretch Your Stamps videos. So if you've watched any of those videos, you'll know that I usually spend the first 5 minutes or so going through the Instagram posts that have been posted with the hashtag SYS Scrapbooking. And I personally feel that it provides a lot of inspiration from different crafters with different styles. But please let me know if you find that helpful or not, and if I should continue that. The other thing that I'm looking for is more guest contributors for my Stretch Your Stamps video series. So it's just like a 1 video commitment, so it's nothing too major, and I am looking for memory keepers of all sorts. So you could be doing 12 by 12, you could be doing pocket pages, you could be doing like memory planning. I like to look for a lot of different types of crafters to show off different ways to use stamps. So if you are interested in participating, then just contact me and let me know. My email is shoepuffcreations@gmail.com, or you can also message me on Instagram as well. And as always, thank you all so much for watching my videos and continuing to support me on this crafty journey. And I look forward to sharing more crafty inspiration for you soon in 2022.